too much out, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Cody Parkey now, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. — 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Not much there, only a yard.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, What do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Browns nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Patrick Queen on the
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
He was covered by...
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Olivier Vernon on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 30. 7 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 30 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield forced out to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Calais Campbell fighting his way home for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And the Browns' 1st down.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. It's a foot race. Past the 20.
He's going to make everything
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Tucker now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Ravens 20, Browns nothing. Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. Notice that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They set up the screen to Chubb and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. Mayfield on target to Landry for a Browns first down. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anderson-Dejo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. But gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
25 yards.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mayfield on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
9-yard line.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Calais Campbell picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
4th down and goal.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry.
Complete to number 80.
Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Hill will... for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
7-yard line.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield looks to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, Charles, let's step aside, different topic here for a second. Unfortunately, the NFL lost a legend earlier in this first month of the 2020 season. Hall of Fame running back Gale Sayers passed away at 77. And Sayers, the youngest man ever inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, was just 34.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 52 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Taken down by Grant Delpit. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Dobbins. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 51 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
2 yards.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Cleveland.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st down, Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Going up, a champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere, and I can bake cakes by the pound. swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Ay, ay, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Tennessee Titans.
Set to kick off.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. Now left side on the swing pass. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
A gain of
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Rashaan Evans on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Titans' 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
6-yard loss.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Throwing is Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Titans nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Derrick Henry.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Tennessee.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Titans nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And 2 at the 43-yard line.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Titans first down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. Touchdown, Titans.
Complete.
Corey Davis, 38 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because
pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
Back at the 20.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
a 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop.
The 44-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. He's at the 30.
This
10,
is too easy
5,
right here.
and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Gostkowski for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Titans 14, Ravens 7. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, CD, we are 3 weeks into the NFL season, so curious to get maybe your biggest surprise so far. Would it be the Bears at 3-0?
Yeah, I think that's a great candidate for that big surprise team. I think you're right about that, partner, because, look, Green Bay, are we overly shocked? Seattle, overly shocked? No and no. Buffalo, I thought they'd be the AFC East front runners anyway. Pittsburgh, they got Big Ben back, and they've got that great defense. But Chicago, so inconsistent on offense, especially in 2 of the first 3 games of the season. Nick Foles took over in their big win in Atlanta, and he'll probably carry them the rest of the way.
Yes, 7 remaining unbeatens in the NFL after 3 weeks of the regular season.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
4-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Jackson will throw again. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. He's got the first down inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For the extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
14 This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Derrick Henry. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
From the 16, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game. A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, Charles, a little bit ago we talked about the 3-0 teams. How about we flip the script to look at the 0-3 teams? There are 6 of them. The Jets, Texans, Broncos, the Giants, the Vikings, and the Falcons. And then 2 others, by the way, Bengals and Eagles, winless at 0-2-1 after their tie. But I'm curious, any of those, do you think that they still have a chance of playing football in January?
Well, the short answer and the easy answer should be no, right? With this kind of a start, they should be pretty well dead and buried. But I'm going to focus in on the Houston Texans because they've done it before. We've seen it, right? One year they started 1-2, won their division. One year they started 0-3, finished 11-5, and won the AFC South. So they have a history of slow starts, but they know how to turn things around. And when Deshaun Watson's playing quarterback, anything can happen.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
At the 45-yard line.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Now it's Jackson. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Ingram again, a first down carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Push him back. Push him back. Wide. Get wide.
A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look to grab a late lead. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Tannehill. And he's got him in, Corey Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
First down.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. They'll try and run for it with Henry. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. They'll look to throw. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Ravens 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and goal at the.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with time running out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and making an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this will be recovered by the offense, but it will be of little importance now as time has expired here in this first half. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm,